the Houston Oilers. And we are underway from Houston. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chuba Hubbard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips from the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action. Daniels. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. But you look at this defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is when we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Daniels. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Purdy bootlegging it. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
A gain of 62 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Daniels from the gun on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Thornton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Daniels looking to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thornton. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Daniels. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion left is Mitchell.
19 Tiger.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Right back to Hubbard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Purdy. That is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darnell Mooney, 34 yards. And the Oilers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Now Daniels. Completes this one to Thornton. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's Thornton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Captain 60, Captain 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Chicago.
Here we go, set. 60 by.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete yet again to Thornton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Come on, come on.
To throw is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Captain 60, Captain 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Thornton with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
3rd and 12. So the false start will back them up 5. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now with Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Ready.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Daniels looking to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's second and 9.
Here we go.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Thornton, 43 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Purdy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Purdy from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Flush to his right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Get set.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jarnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Please, Ryan. Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. That's caught by Thornton. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to run some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
A quick hitter complete. It's Mitchell. They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
To throw is Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Younghoe Koo.
4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
40-yard line.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything?